Hello guys, it's JDO and we're back with another video. Today we are going to be talking about what Borderlands 3 needs to have. Now, there's quite a few things I could talk about in this video. I'm going to keep it short, I'm going to keep it sweet, I'm going to give you guys what I personally think Borderlands 3 needs to have to be a successful AAA title, which is something a lot of games have failed to do. And we'll just hop right into the video. So, first, before we begin, if you guys are not following me on Instagram, follow me at JDO Gaming. I repost memes and popular videos. I make my own memes. It's pretty awesome. I really like it a lot. Instagram has been really fun for me to do. So if you guys aren't following me, follow me at JDO Gaming, and let's get started with this video. So, the number one thing Borderlands 3 needs to have to be a successful game is no microtransactions. I can't stress this enough. There have been so many games recently who have flooded us and bombarded us with multiple microtransactions, and it is so irritating. You spend $60 on a brand new AAA title game and you just get bombarded with all these other microtransactions that you need to be even more successful in the game instead of actually being able to play the game to be successful in it. It is irritating, it's annoying, and it honestly is a scam. It's kind of a fraud, not gonna lie, to have someone pay $60 for a game that isn't even complete because you need to spend more money on microtransactions to be better in the game. Call of Duty is the worst with this. To pay so much money for all these garbage loot crates to get a better DLC weapon so that you can be better in the game is just ridiculous. It's a scam, and if Borderlands 3 has any microtransactions, I might blow a gasket. I might lose my mind if they do, because Borderlands has been awesome for not having microtransactions. Aside from DLCs, there's not really anything you can pay for in the Borderlands series. So there's no extra content aside from DLCs, like I said. When you have to pay for loot crates to get cosmetics or to get other weapons or to this or that, like Call of Duty, then that is where I lose my mind, because that's okay. I'm gonna hop off my soapbox for microtransactions. I might go off. I might make a whole video on how awful microtransactions are. I'm hopping off. The next item that Borderlands 3 needs to have is farmable bosses. Borderlands 2 is notorious for their bosses, how awesome they are, how easy they are to farm, how fun they are to farm. Some of my best gaming memories are farming bosses with friends. So if Borderlands 3 can get the farmable bosses correct and get it right, then this game will be awesome. The Borderlands, the pre-sequel, did not do such a great job with farmable bosses. It wasn't awful, but it just wasn't like it was in Borderlands 2. Borderlands 2, there was routes you could run, there was fast traveling to the bosses, there was all these great things you could do, and Borderlands, the pre-sequel, just didn't get it quite right. So there's farmable bosses, and something that goes along with that, they need to have some way you can duplicate a legendary weapon that you farmed with your friend in-game. I don't know how they could do this. I haven't really thought about its solutions, but playing Borderlands 2 where there's a glitch where you can duplicate weapons, and going from farming a boss for an hour and then you both get the weapon that it drops, the legendary weapon that you farmed so long and hard for, and then going from playing Borderlands 2 and being able to do that, and then going to playing the pre-sequel where you can't do that, where you have to farm the boss twice and hopefully get a legendary weapon twice from that boss, is just awful. It was not that fun, and you had to decide who gets the legendary weapon, because you don't want to have to spend double the amount of time farming for another legendary weapon, and then whoever doesn't get it is all butthurt, blah blah blah, and it just sucked. And so if they could figure out a way in Borderlands 3 to where if you're with a friend and you farm and get a legendary weapon, you both get the weapon, if they could figure something out where that could be possible, then that game will be amazing. I could easily see Borderlands 3 being Game of the Year if those three things that I just mentioned are in the game. If you can get duplicated weapons that you farmed long and hard for with friends, there are no microtransactions, and you have farmable bosses, this game is going to be amazing. Originally, I was going to talk about the environment, the maps, the places you get to explore, talking about how those are very vital and how those need to be good, because in the pre-sequel, all the terrain was essentially the same. It wasn't awful, but it just didn't make the game quite as good because it had so many repetitive scenery and repetitive areas. But I was going to bring that up, but the reason I didn't is because the trailer covered some pretty awesome looking terrain. The trailer showed us some pretty cool places that we're going to be able to explore, some pretty cool worlds we're going to be able to explore in Borderlands 3, and I couldn't be more excited. So Be looking forward to tons of Borderlands 3 content. Be looking forward to more videos from me. Those are some things I think Borderlands 3 needs to have to succeed. No microtransactions, please. And that is it for this video. Again, if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, make sure you do so at JDO Gaming. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.